people don't understand that a divorce is a death. So you should feel everything that you feel.
That's good.
People, it's interesting to me that people can be separated for years. I mean, literally live on as a separate relationship, be 4 or 5 years. I had a friend, I was like, I didn't even know that he was married. I've been friends with him for like 4 years. And then he ended up telling me, I said, man, you've been with this woman for the longest. Why don't y'all get married? And he said, man, I got something to tell you. I said, what? He said, I'm already married. I said, you married? When did you get married? So I said, this whole time, I said, you done had a kid by this woman, you know, and you've been married this whole time? He said, yeah. I said, what's taking you so long to file? He said, well, we just, first she was supposed to do it, and then I was supposed to do it, and neither one of us did it. Wow. And so that was quite interesting how they could live separate lives and go on as if they're not married. But it took so much work just in the commitment to say, let's go ahead and file for this. Now, eventually they end up doing it, but I know what happens is even when I went through my divorce, even though when I decided to file for divorce and when the divorce was final, December the 29th of 2015, I remember the day I filed for divorce. I mean, the day my divorce was final, and I walked out the courthouse and I said, I just felt empty. I felt this aloneness sweep over me like crazy. Now, mind you, I was dating a girl at that time and still felt alone. And I was like, who am I? Like, I felt like I had to wrestle with my identity, find out who. I just didn't know. I was so lost. And I said, wow, this is what it's supposed to feel like. It's supposed to feel like that, because the Bible says that the two shall become one. Yeah. So if we are one flesh, and I was married for almost 10 years, 2 weeks, 10 years. So if you're one flesh and you decide to rip that person apart, you should feel a brokenness. And I'm glad. I would never take that feeling away. I would never even take that feeling away, because I recognize the gravity of marriage. It shouldn't be like I dated some girl, broke up with her, and then went and got with somebody else. It should feel I should feel it tearing away at my soul and my spirit. And that's what I felt. So what she's feeling is that all this time she's been chilling, but then when she says, oh gosh, I'm going to actually get a divorce, all the weight of those vows is crashing on her. And she said, wow, I promised forever with this person. We said for better, for worse, or through all these vows that they said, or even if they wrote their own vows, they said some stuff in those vows that they made an oath. And God treats oath and vows as a blood covenant.
Right.
And they say, hey, you know, that was great for right now, but I should have put an expiration date on it and let me leave. But you're going to still feel it from a spiritual standpoint. So I'm glad she feels that. She's got to go through the process. Go through the process.
Absolutely. And I would 100% agree. I don't even know how you have lived under the same roof and y'all are in different relationships. Like, that would have never worked in my situation at all. That would be horrible. We would have made TMZ a long time ago. That would have been horrible. You living under the same roof, we dating other people, like me and my ex personality. Oh, we fighting. We going to war. Okay?
Everybody like, fighting. The couple's fighting. Everybody.
That
fighting.
Is not a good situation. The fact that you're able to write me today is a blessing, Lord.
Free. Being able to write, not in jail.
I know, like, at least you're writing me from the confines of your home, Lord. But like, the fact that you were able to, because to me, here's the thing. Like, when you're talking about like filing the paperwork, like Laterras said, it feels like something, a part of you is dying. You're putting something to death. I don't care where you are in your marriage. I don't care if you've been separated for however long. When you file that paperwork, there's something very final about it. And our society is afraid of final. We're afraid of commitment. When we can live separately and be divorced, you know, living divorced, having other relationships. We could be in a relationship for 10, 15 years and still not want to sign paperwork because it's really final. It's really, we can't commit to that. And unfortunately, no matter how you slice it, dice it, filing that divorce paper, there is something to it. I don't care who you are, where you are in your marriage. I don't care how many relationships you've had on the side. That's putting something to death, and it's like grieving the loss of a person. It really is. You're going to go through the grief process. So you're going to go through the 5 stages of grief. So you just got to know, like Laterras said, it is absolutely normal to go through the feeling of like, wow, that I'm about to kill this thing. I am about to kill my marriage. I'm about to file this paperwork. I'm about to kill my marriage. This is the end. This is really the end. We're really ending now. And that is a scary thought. I don't care where you are in your process. That is a hard thing to wrestle with, conceptualize. And like I said in our episode, which you guys watched, it's a very, very hard decision. It's not one you take lightly. But the fact that y'all been living under the same roof and y'all been dating other people, you should put that thing to death. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I mind you, I don't know what your relationship is, but if you guys can have whole relationships in the same house, there's a level of numbness y'all have to each other.
Have to.
Cause your husband sleeping with some woman in your house. Laterras,
you gonna point back there? You gonna point back there? He back there?
A little bit.
He back there? You gonna point back there?
Like, if I hear something, look, don't.
You gonna instantly be triggered. You gonna be triggered and running.
Look, y'all gonna get an unredeemed Sam. I don't care how far away. Maybe that's just me. But if it's somebody that you're married to, you have a child with, y'all in the same house, he sleep with somebody in one room, y'all in the upstairs room sleep with somebody else, he's not upset with the male ego the way that it is. Like, like, men don't even have to like you years later, but they still mad you sleeping with that dude down the street. Like, oh,
100%.
They ain't got to deal with you for 5 years. Men, that's what I'm saying. Men have the unique ability to still be possessive over things they don't want. Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I'm just saying for real. For him to not even feel like my wife is sleeping with, dating, kissing, watching movies with a dude in my house that I pay bills with, I may not want her. I may not care what happens. I may not want her, but I don't want her with nobody else. And I hate to say it, I damn sure don't want to see it. So the fact that you are able to write me that message is a blessing, Lord.
It's a blessing. Receive it. Receive. That's the testimony. That's the true testimony.
That's a testimony, Lord.
It's a testimony.
Yes, Lord. Girl, but that means to me, your marriage has been dead. And I think that sometimes we let dead things live too long. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.